Hey everyone, The Skilled Roy here, and I am here with a special announcement. See, for a little while now, the custom subreddit has been doing their own little custom design contest where basically you're given a theme and you have to make a card based on that theme. Now, I really like these contests. They're super cool and super engaging, but I've been wanting to do something for our homies all in the custom Reddit Discord. And that, of course, is a new in-depth contest. Welcome to Discord Custom Cards Contest number 1, Tales from Another World. This contest will be running for about 2 weeks, and you guys will be able to submit your cards via Google form to me, and I will be sort of collecting them all and then keeping the voting anonymous and then having them all go out to the Discord community so we can have a really solid and relatively fair contest. Now, in order to keep these contests fair and not a popularity contest, I also insist that you guys do not share your ideas with each other in the Discord. I'm sorry to promote something that is effectively telling you not to be active in our Discord, but unfortunately I kind of have to because I don't want you guys to have an idea of whose cards these are when they go up for voting. That being said, I will not be voting on any of these cards, nor will I be judging any of them before the ratings come out and before who the winner has been decided, so don't worry about that either, which means that if you need something corrected or you want something double checked, please feel free to DM me on Discord, or if you have to, on email as well, and that will be an avenue for you to get your cards double checked and processed properly in case you want clarification on, say, rules text or anything like that. Now, with all that sort of bureaucracy out of the way, let's talk about the theme of this, Tales from Another World. Right off the bat, I'm going to show you this card right here, Kinku Cloud Chaser. This is an original card made up by myself. I'm not even going to act like it's a well-balanced card or well-designed or anything like that. This is simply just to show a concept. There's a couple of things you might find of note with this card. It's a wide board supporter, right? It helps give a bunch of buffs to a large amount of units. However, it's all to the ones in hand, right? Now, also another thing to keep in mind is that it also gives them all evasion. All of this on a generic 2/2 body. These are all relatively simple things I'm describing. But when I say Tales from Another World, I mean to say that this is Cythria the Bold and reimagined in Ionia. And that therein lies the theme. Your goal is to take any card of your choice and reimagine it in another region in the game. Of course, the first thing you need to consider is how do you translate the same sort of feeling. In this example here with Cythria, I went ahead and made her still a wide supporting strategy character. I made her still give evasion, and I made her still reference her 2/2 original body from original Cythria. These are all different sort of categories I use to help people draw the conclusion that these are the same character. Now, of course, this is just one way to translate a card into Ionia. There's actually many ways you could take this example. Now, of course, I hate to do this to you guys, but Cythria is the most popular character, I think, out of LOR just from a base standpoint, other than the champions, of course. And so, I'm going to make this a little hard for you. I am banning Cythria from this competition. Not because I think it's too easy or anything like that, but because I want to use her as a pure example for how you can translate the cards. So with that being said, up next is Martyred Hero. This is imagining her if she had lost at the Battle of Shadow Isles and instead became a sort of revenant ghost figure. You'll notice that she still has her unique stat line of being a 6/6, but on top of that, she's now a 7 mana, which references a sort of a time passing since her 6 mana form. But on top of all that, she still supports having a wide strategy, something that the other Cythria is also known for. But this time, it's more in reference to what Shadow Isles wants, aka death. Another angle you can take, though, is not necessarily specifically about the wide-angled boards, but actually perhaps something closer to what her perhaps intended design was, which was as an elite payoff. For those who don't know, Elite is a tribe in Legends of Runeterra, which has a multitude of some cards that actually care about it, such as For the Fallen, as well as some other cards like it. However, I also wanted to have something that perhaps expand on that a bit more. So we have here Uniter of Clans. When you play, you pick an ally, and then you grant all allies of its group, aka its tribe, so whatever its respective is, so Poros would be Poros, Elnuks would be Elnuks, and so on, and you grant them everywhere +1/+1. This is an incredibly powerful card, and it really pays off multiple strategies in Freljord. We already have seen that Freljord actually has some of the most grouped/tribal units in the game, and this is a really great way to sort of reference that. And of course, atop all this, she still buffs units, which is already key to what Cythria already does with that classic +1/+1. Now, speaking of tribal, I also went ahead and made a spider version. So this is Cythria's Silk Spinner. When she attacks, she gives all other spider allies +2/+0 and fearsome this round. Essentially an extremely aggressive version of her Demacia effect, however it's only in a specific tribe and it's in a much more aggressive region. And then next up here we have Bold Lookout, which is my attempt to make a scouting Cythria. Smaller stat line, of course, but in this time she still buffs her allies, but only when she scouts, which means that you have to protect her on that scout attack or else she will most likely die, as she has a relatively weak body as a 1/3. Overall, though, it still delivers on the core sort of aspects of what makes a Cythria, which is sort of the range of buffs for a wider board, as well as being a relatively aggressive card. Next up we have Emboldened Academic, who is a 5-mana 3/3 quick attack, and whenever she attacks, if you've drawn 5 cards this round, you grant all other allies +2/+0 and quick attack. Now this is sort of a more conditional sort of effect, but it's still extremely powerful and gives you a huge amount of power permanently. Of course, as long as you meet that extremely difficult condition. And then lastly we have Cythria, Aspect of Destiny, a 7-mana 6/6, and when she attacks, if you behold a Celestial, give all other allies Spell Shield this round. Sort of combining a bunch of these sort of features, as well as again using the 7 mana to denote a passage of time from her original 6 mana form, among other things as well. The key thing I want you to realize with all these cards I'm showing you right now is you can adapt a Cythria, quote unquote, as many different ways as you like, as long as there's some sort of tie to it and as long as you justify it. Of course, during your submission, you will be told, justify your translation, and just do it the sort of same way I did here. Explain what makes a Cythria to you, and explain that which parts you took out of it, right? Are you going to make it a very obvious one, like for example, just switching some keywords around? Are you going to make it more about the idea of a tribal payoff card? So like our Uniter of Clans, for example. Are you going to make it something like a Cythria Aspect of Destiny, where it sort of capitalizes on some of the core keywords of a region? At the end of the day, you are taking one card from one region and moving it to another region while still maintaining either thematics, balance, and design of that card. I know this is a difficult challenge for a lot of you. It's asking a lot, quite honestly. You have to understand the regions that they're going to and from, you have to understand the balance, and you have to recognize how to translate a character or card from one region to another while still allowing the viewer and the player to understand that they are being quote-unquote translated. Because this is such a relatively tough ask from you guys, it's going to be about a 2-week time limit, and it might be extended further if people really can't nail down a specific design just yet, especially since you guys will be doing it mostly alone. But otherwise though, with that I will say good luck. As of this video going up, Tales from Another World will be launching. You guys have about 2 weeks to work on this, so please let me know if you need any questions or you need any help, and I'll do my best to answer as soon as possible. I know that your time is valuable for this sort of contest, and we'll talk more about the voting process and things like that as we come closer to the final due date. But if you're just a viewer who doesn't actually know what I'm talking about, don't worry. If you guys want to join this contest, please come right into the Reddit Discord, and we will get you all set up and get you introduced to all the key people there, and you can join from there as well. A full form for sending in your card will also be posted in the Discord as well as in this YouTube description here, and that will help you finish up things there as well. Once all the submissions are in and once all the votes are tallied, I will announce the winners as well as give my thoughts on some of my personal favorites that I saw come out of this contest in another custom review video that will go up at that time. But until then, everyone, if you like this sort of content and you want to support these sort of contests in the future, please like, comment, subscribe. You know, I gotta do it. I'm so sorry. But do that, and it'd really help me out with the algorithm and help me out as well if this is something you guys want to see more of in the future as well. But anyways, though, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace out.